Port Charles on the brink. The next 2 weeks of tumult and truths in General Hospital. As summer intensifies in Port Charles, so does the tension. The next 2 weeks are poised to unravel carefully guarded secrets, reignite old feuds, and challenge the moral compass of every key player in town. While power brokers maneuver behind the scenes and loyalties are tested, one truth threatens to break free, a truth that could upend everything. From June 16 to 27, the undercurrents of betrayal, manipulation, and desire rise to the surface in a storm that no one will escape unscathed. In the halls of deception and desperation, Drew Kane finds himself at a dangerous crossroads. Despite his efforts to salvage alliances, his confrontation with Jason Morgan proves less a negotiation and more a reckoning. Jason, stoic and unmoved, offers no olive branch. Instead, he issues a demand, a command layered in subtle threat and emotional finality. Drew, already reeling from fractured alliances and his own wavering sense of justice, is left stripped of leverage and forced to consider whether he's become the villain in his own redemption arc. Meanwhile, Willow Tate faces a moral and maternal crisis that could change the course of her life. The choice before her seems straightforward on paper: protect her child at all costs. But in practice, the weight of emotional manipulation, past loyalties, and the relentless pressures of public perception cloud her judgment. As she vacillates between the shadows of Drew's influence and the promise of sanctuary with Michael, viewers are left to wonder whether her love for her daughter can break through the fog of psychological entrapment. The battle for custody between Michael Corinthos and Willow simmers with increasing volatility. Michael, firm in his conviction and unwilling to relinquish his daughter's safety to Drew's manipulation, braces for a courtroom clash that could redefine fatherhood. In the midst of this, Carly Spencer finds herself swept into a different kind of battle, one of the heart. Her growing connection with Jack Brennan stirs unexpected emotions, and as the lines between strategy and sincerity blur, Carly risks tethering herself to a man who may be playing his own game beneath a charming exterior. Elsewhere, Sasha Corbin shares tender moments with Michael, moments that suggest a rekindling of trust and perhaps even affection. Her desire to raise baby Daisy alone begins to fracture as old wounds resurface and new fears take root. But just as her resolve softens, a surge of anxiety consumes her, a panic attack that throws everything into question. The specter of trauma, always lurking, reclaims center stage, and the fragile future she envisioned begins to shatter. Sonny Corinthos, never one to linger in uncertainty, confronts the enigmatic and increasingly suspicious Jen Sidwell. The mobster's pursuit of clarity regarding Natalia Ramirez is as much about justice as it is about control, and Sidwell's reluctance only fuels Sonny's fury. Natalia, caught between two men with conflicting visions of loyalty and protection, may soon find her fate dictated by a power struggle she never chose to join. Meanwhile, Tracy Quartermaine finds herself courted by Martin Gray, a man whose legal savvy and ambition are matched only by his willingness to manipulate. Their conversation, laced with veiled threats and veiled flattery, hints at a mutually beneficial arrangement that could tilt the scales of influence in surprising ways. For Tracy, the offer is more than strategic, it's tantalizing. In the realm of youthful determination and hidden agendas, Jocelyn Jacks continues her covert investigation into the elusive Professor Henry Dalton. She's convinced the truth lies within his encrypted phone, but the device is only the beginning. Complicating matters further is Emma Scorpio Drake, whose own personal and professional entanglements with Joss spiral into rivalry and distrust. What starts as a shared goal quickly devolves into a bitter power play, threatening to expose far more than either intended. Curtis Ashford, disillusioned and battle-worn, finds himself confronting a painful truth: his marriage to Portia Robinson may be irreparably damaged. When her blackmailing of Drew comes to light, Curtis is forced to grapple with the extent of her deception and the toll it has taken on his own integrity. While Portia pleads for reconciliation, Curtis turns to Jordan, not just for support, but perhaps as a reminder of what honesty once felt like. Their connection, long dormant, flickers back to life, offering the possibility of emotional clarity amidst moral chaos. As these storylines interweave, what becomes increasingly clear is that no one in Port Charles is safe from the consequences of their past, or the dangers of their present. Every decision made, every truth concealed, sends ripples through a community already teetering on the edge. Whether it's the crumbling of old alliances or the formation of new, questionable ones, the next 2 weeks promise transformation, revelation, and heartbreak. And then there's the mystery, the looming exposure of a buried secret whose revelation could destabilize everything. Whispers in corridors, coded messages on lost phones, and a trail of inconsistencies suggest that the ending to one major saga is not as final as it once seemed. As characters scramble to maintain control, viewers are left on edge, waiting for the inevitable moment when the truth breaks through, and when it does, there will be no turning back. Port Charles is many things, a place of family, power, revenge, and redemption. But above all, it is a town where nothing stays hidden forever. From June 16 to 27, the masks slip, the stakes rise, and the future of its most cherished residents hangs precariously in the balance. The clock is ticking. The reckoning is coming. And for some, it's already here.